right, Ernest, you have had quite a year, my friend, with 8 singles in 2020.
Wow.
I mean, is that a new fact for you? Is that crazy?
I've never thought of it that way. But yeah, 2020 was a crazy year for sure. For everybody.
Yeah.
But wildly a good songwriting year for me.
I mean, was the pandemic something that inspired that? What was it like to write so much music and release so much music in the middle of a pandemic?
Well, the first half of the pandemic, I pretty much was like on retire mode. My wife and I started a garden, and like I didn't even try writing. And then the longer the pandemic became, I got inspired again. We started writing a bunch of songs, and then the world was getting ready to start turning again, so things were starting to come out, and the timing of it all was wild because a lot of them came out at the same time and they cycled. It was like, yeah, it was pretty wild, freaky.
Did you ever think that this huge experiment and like this big blow up would all happen in the middle of this time?
Oh, not at all. No, it was such a weird thing coming out of a fog, and then the world spinning so fast and kind of having it in your hands.
And then More Than a Hometown became number
More Than
one.
Your Hometown, yeah, Morgan Wayland, yeah.
Yeah, was that crazy? What was that experience once it hit one?
It was wild. Morgan's one of my really good friends, so it's cool having a number one with a friend, for sure.
What was it like writing that song? Tell me a bit about the day that you started writing the track.
That was me, Hardy, Charlie Handsome, and Morgan, and we were in my room at Big Loud, and I think it was kind of more of a party than a songwriting session. It was a late night, and then Hardy really drove that song. You know, that's Hardy's a genius. He's one of the best there's ever done it in country songwriting, and sometimes when we write, I just take a back seat when he's got the reins. Man, that's what More Than My Hometown was.
I mean, when you sit down in a writing room with friends or collaborators, it's a very vulnerable space. So how did you create that comfortability within those two collaborators and artists?
I think just spending so much time together over the years, like we are just friends. It's like, we've spent 1,000 hours together in rooms, just either joking around and partying or writing songs or both. And they're two of my favorite guys to write with for sure.
Do you have a favorite moment from being inside that writing room?
Yes. When Hardy said, "Ain't that a map dot shame?" I remember throwing a water bottle across the room because I thought that was I was like, "Ain't that a map dot shame?" Couldn't believe it.
All right. I like these little background stories.
Yeah.
When you're writing these songs, is there ever, because you have such a history in songwriting, how do you debate whether you're going to keep it for yourself or give it to another artist?
Pretty much know immediately whether it's one I want for myself or for another artist.
Instinct?
Yeah, like, there's days when I know I'm not going to write something that I'm necessarily like pulling from like my own personal experience. I know like I'm just going to write a 4x4 going, like I can write a country song, but like when it's more like personal stuff, I like to have my hands in my story on it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I really like that. And you have so much coming up, so give us a little tease as to what we can expect.
Probably a little more music, a few more songs before the end of the year. I just put out a cover of Islands in the Stream with Haley Witters. And just keep on writing. I just cut a bunch of songs with Joey Moy, so I got more in the chamber, for sure.
We are very, very excited. Thank you so much. Before we wrap up, you just got off the stage at Blended Music Fest here in Nashville.
I did.
What was that experience like? How did it go?
It was like standing in front of the sun from 40 feet away.
It is so hot.
And then getting misted on with hot water. But as far as playing the songs goes, it was really nice. I like playing in my hometown in Nashville, Tennessee. You probably smell me from my experience on stage.
I love it.
Now.
Keep coming.
Okay.
Crazy for a little while.
My name's Ernest, and I would like to promote the legalization of marijuana.
Let's get buzzed.
Let's get buzzed.